Hi, my name is Lawson Dyson, and I am a third-year interior student at University of Kentucky. Design first started for me at a really young age. Unlike the rest of the peers in my third grade class, I knew I always wanted to design buildings, just like Frank Lloyd Wright. My grandfather actually showed me pictures of Wright's work, and it inspired me so much. I remember always walking into the interiors of buildings and being in awe because I was just so amazed, and I would tell my mother that I want to do stuff just like that. I never knew where this dream would take me. I knew I wanted to make a difference in the world, and I never looked back once I fully committed. I remember coming to college and being scared out of my wits. Not only was I uprooting my whole life, I was also moving 6 hours away to a university where I knew virtually no one. I always knew deeply in my heart that interior design was a path for me, but it was a fear of the unknown that made me hesitant towards my degree. Nevertheless, my experiences in design have been everything that I could have ever dreamed of, plus more. And looking back at my previous semesters as a third-year student, I can see situations where I've struggled, succeeded, and challenged myself. And in those moments, I can truly see where design has greatly impacted my life. Design has encouraged me to unapologetically be myself. I found a happy medium between logic and creativity that I've desired for my whole life. I've also found new ways to think outside the box without being discouraged, and I found new ways to express myself. With my involvement in design, I have had the opportunity to be exposed to so many things I didn't even know were possible. For example, a couple semesters ago, I had the awesome opportunity to be a part of the first ever collab studio at University of Kentucky that was combined of architecture and interior design students in groups. The studio itself also featured a 10-day embedded travel study all the way to Beijing, China. I personally would have never gone there by myself, but since it was a school-sponsored trip, I was more than excited to go, and I learned so much about culture, travel, and architecture in general. This summer, I totally went on a limb and I signed up to study abroad in Florence, Italy for 8 weeks. The studio was mainly architecture and I was completely nervous for it, but I was able to learn so much about the different avenues of design, and I was able to succeed all around. The studio itself was only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the professor kept the weekends open so me and friends were able to travel all throughout Europe. We went to places like Paris, London, and Berlin, and we had memories that we will never forget for a lifetime. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity. When taking all this into consideration, I began to realize just how fully capable I am of anything that I can put my mind to. Design has really helped me grow into the person I've always wanted to be, and I want to be that person for other people. I know in the following years I will succeed more than I ever have, and I want to share that opportunity with everyone else. Design should be inclusive for all, and I want to have elements that make people feel welcome no matter where they come from, who they are, or what they believe in. In understanding how design has impacted my life, in my career, I also want to impact the lives of others. But first, I always need to remember that design starts with the people. It should improve the lives of others, it should be aesthetic, but also functional. It encompasses our whole life, and should also have safety and comfortability factors within the design. Beyond that, my goal as a designer is to create spaces that people will never forget. I want people to walk into a space and automatically be overcome with sensation and emotion from my design choices. But when they leave the space, I want them to say, when can we go back? My design should not only be kept within the room, it should always be running through people's minds, and I want them to have the best memories of it. I understand that my days as a designer are just beginning, but I am hopeful for the future. Never would I have thought that 8-year-old girl would be where I am now, so I am beyond excited to see where everything turns out. I want to create spaces that make people feel the same way I feel when I design them, and I'm ready to leave my mark on the world, because the world is my canvas.